one Dr. Hal, amateur paleontologist. One Chicken John, Confucianist.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, my golfing and prayer partner, Chicken John, and I have quite a different entertainment planned for you. With your cooperation and collaboration, since you are all writers, you have written down certain key words, and it is my job to make a song out of them, while Chicken labors by singing light on the guitar. It is quite a hodgepodge of words, as you can imagine, but art is synthesis. So they say. So, you can see right here, Jesus, vagina, disco, Adderall, and so forth. I'll do the best I can. Jesus didn't have a vagina. Maybe that's where the trouble began. He never hung out in the disco. No, he wasn't that kind of man. It was that adder all the time. Satan is his name. As venomous as a platypus to humanity's shame. As prickly as a cactus, how he feeds upon your ache. You can put it in your hat band and you won't make a mistake. He didn't eat an empanada in the desert while he was roaming, as hungry as a spider monkey, like a pigeon he was homing. His biscuits weren't of Bisquick, they were hard as rocks could be. But he lived upon the fault line between now and eternity. Satan offered him candy, it was the march of doom. The smoke that goes up forever, and his pants had more than enough room. He was no Stephen Elliott with a cerebral peduncle. The anterior frontal gyrus would make the Savior say uncle. He twisted his mustache, the vibrator of charm, and he looked at the sinister devil, the albatross around his arm. He had no jiu-jitsu, a mongrel was his fate. He scratched his sad left testicle, his hippocampus was a narrow gate. The desert was an ocean, and leather was his toil. He was slick as slick could be that day, without a kind of oil. So with a thud he did not fall down when Satan pulled him high. He came to a fork in the road and he took it and he set that liar by. He was a cartographer of the regions of the soul, of zoological interest for a hanky-panky role. Yes, that was serendipitous. It was all his fortitude, and it took him to a transport for the sake of something rude. Satan was lascivious, a leering orangutan, but Jesus pulled his ventures, and the sloop was more than he planned. Not like a fawn, a little hairy-legged guy, not like that U-2 that flickers in the sky. He knew the devil was a jerk who tried to motivate our Savior toward some evil, but it was all too late. I feel the eclipse in my liver. It's as strong as a root canal. So I'll tip my fedora to Jesus, my old pal. And we are ready to go on.
You guys want to hear us do one more of these improv?
Oh, keep going. You're doing the intro. There we go. Yes, recollected in tranquility. Oh, don't stain my upholstery in the quagmire that we're in. Though you may be lascivious, as prehensile as newborn sin, I'm like a rutabaga with a face carved on the front. So show me a poinsettia that grows from where it won't. Haha, yes, it's an enema that my mom used to give me. That's of Chthonian things I never speak about, you see. Love is always dangerous. I may never snap that brassiere, but look at that patina. There's a rumble that I hear. I'm no Peter Tork. In denial, I won't live, but I'm resting on the shingle, which I hope you'll all forgive. So flay me and cut me in your sacrificial rite, and take my funeral measurement, for I lie in my coffin tonight. If you're having trouble, if thy iPhone offend thee, pluck it out. You could turn to Buddhism, a serendipitous thing, no doubt. So drag me down to the cellar, I will not hardly resist. I'll bring along a pencil, and my wig shall be its nest. When I bend over to pick an acorn that's rolling on the sidewalk, I won't laugh because it is absurd. With snow I'll defile my talk. I'll look down at the carcass of a poor old decayed squirrel, and I'll think of it as a necklace of emerald, ruby, and pearl. His chode was not impressive. Schizophrenia was his lot. He was fresh born from the ghetto, and a bonanza his pot. Some called that fellow a nuisance. There was ridicule for his life. He was thought of as an annoyance, and now he's heard from his wife. He's going back to monogamy in the tree where he is a god, where just him and his butthole on the shores of sainthood will have trod. He's got a case of incontinence. He must pee-pee dance all the time, and there is no broad to forgive him. Chingazos all the time, but the rhapsody he's singing will go up, up to the sky. A tuba is playing in the angelic choir so high, so he'll send that alimony to the address where it's needed, and he has a Macaria with a golden rosebud seeded. His story, it is epic. There are ruffles in the scroll, and he's thrown up on the linoleum for a triangulation of his goal. To the eternity he's perpendicular. Oh Lordy, there's no noun. And at my love's breast I will suckle in the city of eternal renown. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for your evocative words.